So here has to solve the equation by completing the square and say whether the solutions are real or non-real. So in this case here, divide by a. We don't have to do that because there's no a value here, so we're good there, but we do need to rearrange, and I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides to get x squared plus 2x equals negative 8. And now I can add b over 2 squared to both sides. My b value is 2, so 2 over 2 is 1. Squared is also 1, so I'm going to add 1 to both sides. Give me x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals negative 7. And now because I completed the square correctly, I'm going to go ahead and figure out, okay, it should be x plus 1 times x plus 1, where I'm going to write it as x plus 1 squared equals negative 7. Now to solve this, I'm going to take the square root of both sides, which will cancel out that one there. It gives me x plus 1 equals the square root of negative 7. And I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. And don't forget this is positive or negative root negative 7. So my almost final answer, I'm going to go ahead and put up here real quick, is x equals negative 1 plus or minus the square root of negative 7. But the last thing I have to do here is you cannot take the square root of a negative number. So remember, the square root of negative 7 is just like saying the square root of 7 times the square root of negative 1. And the square root of negative 1 we call I. So in this one, our final answers here are negative 1 plus or minus root 7i. That's our complex numbers here, negative 1 plus the square root of 7i and negative 1 minus the square root of 7i. And because we have this I here, we know that both are imaginary numbers. So we're going to have two non-real solutions.